Tom, John Krasinski from The Athletic. Can you tell us what it was with Jimmy Butler? Why he didn't play the fourth quarter there?
He had soreness in his knee.
Is that a concern going into the offseason?
Well, like he had surgery, so we're concerned anytime someone's hurt.
Tom, they kind of, Chase Frederick, Pioneer Press, they kind of ran away in the third quarter again. What did you see where things kind of fell off from your guys' end?
Same thing. They hit us pretty good, and we couldn't sustain it. So, the way they, shot the ball was a problem.
When you play teams like this repeatedly, top-level teams like this, they tend to reveal things about your team. What did you kind of learn in this series?
We learned a lot. It was, you're playing a number one seed and 65-win team, and they've had a great season, and your margin of error is very small. And so, I thought, when you lose Jimmy, you're losing your best perimeter defender. So that's a problem. And again, I thought we played well in the first half. Third quarter, we didn't play well, and you can't do that against a team like this.
McMahon, ESPN. Had the knee been bothering Jimmy throughout this series?
No, he just said it was sore. So, we wanted to use caution with it.
Tom, when you look at this season as a whole, I know it's kind of quick after the game, but what are your kind of initial thoughts of what you guys were able to do?
I told the players, I said, I'm very, very proud of what you did. To get out of the hole that we were in, to win 47 games, to get into the playoffs after 14 years of not being in the playoffs, to do it in a very tight playoff race, to finish one game out of the fourth spot. It's a major jump from where we were 2 years ago. And so we have to take all the things that we learned this past season, and we have to make a commitment to continue to improve. But I'm very proud of what this team did. It was not easy, and they fought like crazy to get it done.
Tom, you talked all year about trying to be a 48-minute team and just never quite seemed to get there, and that kind of seemed to rear its head in this series. What do you think? They were never quite able to consistently put together those 48 minutes.
There's no team that is, and so you strive to be that. And so it's how close can you get to that, and to understand the importance of every day, every meeting, every practice, everything that you're doing. Everything matters, and that's how you improve. And so that's why I felt that I was very proud of this team. When you come out of the hole that we were in, when you have to change the entire culture of an organization, there's going to be, steps that you have to take along the way. And so it's a tough league. It's, the Western Conference is loaded. It's hard to get wins in this league. And I think you have to understand that. And so you also have to understand the commitment that needs to be made to be a great team. And so my hat's off to the Rockets. I want to congratulate them. It's a great organization. They had a great season. They play terrific. They're strong on both sides of the ball.
Tom, Andrew seemed to have a quiet night tonight. What did you see from what prevented him from getting going? Did you need more from him in a game like this?
Well, I thought that in the first half we played well, really well. And then we got off to a slow start in the third. And, the ball always finds the energy. And so everyone needs to play with energy. Now, we shot a high percentage, but we didn't cover the line the way we needed to. And, the thing about, Chris and James, and, I've been around both of those guys. They're great talents, but they could hurt you a lot of different ways. And, they hurt us with the pass tonight. And so that's, like with our young guys, we talk about the importance of trusting the pass. And, when you watch the veteran teams, you can see that that's what they do. Like they'll make the right play. Like the game will tell you who's going to get the shots. They're not worried about their shots. They're worried about the team getting good shots. And so we have to get to that. And the defensive part of it is something that we have to continue to work on.
How important do you think these 5 games were for Andrew and Carl and Tyus to get a taste and feel for what this is
I
like?
think it's huge. I think it's huge. I think the last month of the season was really good for us because of how tight the race was, and in many ways it was similar to playoff experience, and then having the final game of the season mean so much, whether you were going to get in or not get in. That had a game 7 feel to it, and I thought that helped us going in, and then to measure yourself against the Rockets, who certainly had, when you look at their record and their season, they had an incredible season, and so it was good. We learned a lot from that, and so we can take the lessons learned and move forward with that, and that's the way I want our team to approach it.
Tom, you talked about kind of taking steps as you build this this team. I know this is still fresh, but what do you see as the next step, I guess, from here?
Just continue to build. Like we need to have another strong summer. We have to have a strong fall. We need to have everyone make a commitment to continue to improve and learn. And, it never ends. That's the thing about this league. You're always going to be challenged. And if you have the good fortune to win it, when the next season starts, you start at 0 again. You got to prove yourself again. And so that's why it's so important to work every day. You have to prepare yourself for this.
Tom, just lastly on the game, in the third quarter as they were starting to build their lead, did Jimmy's injury prevent you from maybe going small or trying to match things that way?
Well, I liked our small lineup a lot in the second quarter. I thought they played great. And we built the 10-point lead with that group. And then when I took Jimmy out, we lost it very quickly. And so, we all understand how important he is to the team. So, but I like the look of that group in terms of it changes the speed of the game, and it changes a lot of the things that we can do. And the one thing about Jimmy at the 4, you're not sacrificing defense.